You introduced Houston Marchman. I believe it was at the White Elephant on the CD.
December 9th, 2000.
You did the story about him and his early family.
No, his family.
One of
his ancestors
was an outlaw.
Was an outlaw named Bill Longley.
Longley, yes.
William P. Longley. William P. Longley.
And then he just slowly picks up with the guitar playing. And it just mellowed right in to him playing.
The magic thing about that night was nobody knew what the other guy was going to do. Totally unrehearsed.
That's what's amazing about you, Mr. Bill Lee Powell, and Houston, and all of Texas history. It's what's amazing about Texas. Everything that happens here is just spine-tingling most of the time.
There's Guthrie KNON.
And what are we going to hear at this moment?
Okay, we're going to have a little bit of political unrest. Start with.
So do it.
Folks, there's a lot of controversy swirling around today about the subject matter of illegal aliens. Everybody is upset, particularly about the Arizona law telling the illegal aliens that it's illegal for them to be here. Illegal aliens are the main controversy. The sad part about it is most people really don't know a lot about history, or else they wouldn't be in this big controversy in the first place. For example, today we're going to give testimony to reality and to truth, and let it be aware once again that the most popular Mexican in America of the 20th century, I'll say it again, the most popular American in America of the 20th century was an illegal alien. That is a fact. Not only, he was number 2 or 3, but I'm talking about the most popular Mexican in America was an illegal alien. And to make the controversy even worse and more hard-boiled, the most popular Mexican in America in the 20th century who was an illegal alien wasn't even really a Mexican.
Damn him, horrors.
He had one of the most saddest childhoods one could imagine. He didn't even really know where he was born.
He still fooled us.
Yeah, but that's not hard to do.
You got that right.
You got that right.
It's not hard to do in America.
The thing about this young man, he was said to have been born in Romania, which is a long way from Mexico.
Well, they wasn't Mexican.
That's what I said. He wasn't a Mexican. He had a very sad life. He didn't even know who his parents were.
Tell us who it was.
He didn't remember. It's coming. It's coming.
That's your child, huh?
It's coming. It's coming.
This build up to
His earliest remembrances were his life when he lived in Spain, which has got a little bit of stuff in common with Mexico. As a young teenager, he didn't even know what his birthday. He didn't know what year he was born. Didn't know who his parents were. Didn't really know what his name was. A sad start in life. But he had an opportunity to sail to America. What he did, he went to work on a cargo steamer. He was what they call a stoker. That is to say, he would take a stick and he would shoot underhand and overhand the coals on the fire to generate power for the ship to get over to America, to dock and unload their cargo. And as they came, they docked in Baltimore, Maryland. And they docked on the ship. And this young man, who was still trying to figure out what his name was, he got off the boat. Luckily.
How old was
he? He doesn't remember. He didn't know. He didn't know when his birthday was. He didn't know when he was born. But he was old enough to work as a stoker on this boat coming from Spain to the United States. And he got off the boat, he got on the docks, and he wandered around a little bit, smelled the clean air, and all of a sudden, a tragedy seemed to happen.
Damn, we're too old. I said, damn, we're too old.
No, he wouldn't. Old age was his last of his concerns, but the ship, a fire took place on the ship that he had cargoed his way on, and it burned all the way down to beach and sea level. So all of a sudden, by no fault of his own, he was stuck in America. Some people are trying to get to America as fast as they can. Here he was stuck in America. And he's trying to figure out, what am I going to do for a living? What can I do? What can I do? So he sat down, and he got a piece of paper, and he got a pencil, and he started drawing little drawings. Next thing he knew, you know, this looks pretty good. So he got another piece of paper, and he got some color crayons, and he started drawing more of these little drawings. And then he went and bought some paint with some of the money he had made from the cargo ship, and he bought some paint, and he painted little pictures. Next thing he knew, he was becoming a real American. He was being able to sell these little pictures and paintings to people to such a degree that he was able to buy a ticket on buses to go farther west and farther west. And finally, in 1927, the year of the Great Mississippi River Flood, the year of Beirut, the year of Racehorse Haynes, he got him a gig out in California as an extra in movies. He got to appear in a movie called The Clothes Make the Woman. It was the first movie he appeared in. And then he made different other little movies from time to time. And over about a 2-year course, he was adopted by 3 different families. Now that right there is sad, because usually when a family adopts you, it's locked in, it's cut in stone. But 3 different families adopted him, which means that 2 of those 3 didn't want anything to do with him. Now one family's name was Reynolds. The other family's name was Renault. The other family's name was Duncan. That's the one that finally stayed by him, the Duncan family. Now, the name Reynolds was spelled R-E-N-A-L-D-S. Not the normal way. Ordinarily, Reynolds is spelled R-E-Y-N-O-L-D-S. His name was spelled R-E-N-A-L-D-S. And he was living at the Whitley Hotel in 1930, paying $100 a month, which is pretty high steep, because that was the Great Depression. $100 a month was kind of high rent back in those days where he was. And a census was taken, and in that census he was asked, "Where are your parents?" And he had to make up a name. He said, "Well, my father's name is Reynolds. He's an Irishman. My mother's name is Renault, but they met in Spain. That's where I was born." That's what down on the census paper. But that's all. And he made up a date. But along about that time, he started elevating motion pictures. You see, he had this look of a Latin lover. Very sleek, high cheekbones, trim figure and physique. So one day he appeared on a movie set, and they wanted to get his name. He tried to think real quickly. My name is Reynolds, and these people, Duncan, have adopted me. So I'm just going to tell him my name is, think fast now, come on, brain. He's thinking to himself, what's your name, man? Okay, my name is Duncan Reynolds. Okay, Duncan Reynolds. So they spelled it out D-U-N-C-A-N, and they spell the last name R-E-N-A-L-D. And here's where the screw-up happened, which became a part of American history.
Okay, wait. Intermission.
Let's
all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
Hold that thought.